Hey out there, my name's Scott, and I'm a stand-up comedian. I love to make fun of people who do crazy things, like when Alex Jones goes off on Pierce Morgan, or Jodie Foster wears Mel Gibson as arm candy to the Golden Globes, or when Lance Armstrong is, well, Lance Armstrong. I love it. It's great. But there's nothing funny about mental health or the way we look at it in society today. My roommate in college struggles with schizophrenia, and the first guy I ever dated wins his battle with manic depression every day. And as a social worker, I've worked with dozens of brave men, women, and children who struggle with various mental health conditions, and with the society that silences them for it. But the truth is, there's nothing scary or foreign or alien about anything to do with mental health. The reason we see it like that is that as a society, we're still in the dark. The same way we were with gender inequality 100 years ago, or racial inequality 40 years ago, or the oppression of gays and lesbians 10 years ago. But the beautiful thing about us as a people is that we're capable of change. 40 years ago, I would have been lobotomized for being a gay man. As a people, we couldn't see the humanity behind what we labeled as gay or homosexual or queer. And the truth is that as a people, we didn't want to. But we've changed. In the past 10 years, we've come such a long way, and we've started to move to the right side of history on that issue. And thank you for that, by the way. And now we're entering into a new movement as we begin to move to the right side of history with the way we treat and view mental health. And as we do so, we're going to see a familiar trend, one we saw as women began to get the vote, and we desegregated schools and water fountains, and we began to see that men could marry men and women could marry women without doing anything to the definition of marriage. It's that the differences are just in our head. The truth is, there is nothing wrong with anybody who struggles with mental health. There's nothing that makes them less than somebody that doesn't, or other than somebody that doesn't. It's just a different struggle, one of a multitude of struggles that we all have in our daily lives. It's what makes us unique, and it's what makes this world challenging. But there's nothing scary about it. There's nothing foreign about it. And as we begin to see that, as we begin to allow people to have these struggles with a sense of self-esteem and confidence, we'll begin to see that we're all the same. And just as we saw 100 years ago, and 40 years ago, and 10 years ago. And I can't wait to see where we go from here. Well, everybody except Lance Armstrong. Thanks a lot.